And if your thumbnails are doing this one thing, then you need to stop the upload right now. People aren't going to click. Your video is not going to get very far. Now I want to introduce you to Mike's story number. He does stories of faith, of life. He has so many stories. His children have all numbered them. And to get them back, he created this YouTube channel.
Hey Dad, what does it mean? God is a Trinity.
Well, come with me.
What is that? An ant.
And he showed me the thumbnail. Yeah, it's a great thumbnail. A thumbnail that is not intriguing enough to people to click. Now, Mike doesn't know this right now, but I'm going to do a secret thumbnail rescue from this to this. Now, I've posted this to Mike to see if he likes it. You're going to answer me. Just give me an answer. No. Oh, he's gone again. Oh. Maybe he doesn't like it. However, that's still not everything, because we need to go even deeper and make things stand out and pop. So how do we make this more intriguing? Now, if you're wondering what program I'm using today, it's Pixlr E. I find Pixlr E just a little bit better because it's got more tools and I can do more. You could say it's the poor man's Photoshop. Now, when Mike would be telling his kids, I reckon it would have been around the 70s or 80s. And what better thing we can have is the Brady Bunch house. The Brady Bunch. So that's the background. Probably at the end of this, you probably won't even recognize it, but we all know I'm Batman. Now, I have previously cut out some images here, and here is Mike himself. Now, I've taken this from the video. Now, I'm trying to imagine him at the moment of him teaching his kids, and his kids will probably be going, what the dad? So this first part is just adjusting the background. And if we put that there, we know it's the Brady Bunch, but we're not going to tell anyone. I am liking that. Now, how can we make this better? Well, for one thing, if we just put this up as it is right now, everything, all the colors and everything are just competing with each other. And that's part of, don't make thumbnails great, just make them better. In the background, let's get rid of all the other stuff. Now, what I love doing with backgrounds is turning it into monochrome. So we've got to make sure we've selected the image we want. So that's the background, that's this one here, adjustment. So then we go to monochrome, which is black and white. There's a bit of nostalgia. So I'm going back there myself. Not quite the Brady Bunch, but now it's still looking very, very strong. I've got an idea. And now for some blending magic. I want to change this to blue. So if we go like that, change it to a blue background. I'm liking, what's a nostalgic kind of blue? Oh, there. Let's bring that just above the other picture we've done. And we've got the shape above and we've got the background underneath. So then we can just right click it, click blending mode, and I think darken. Oh, darken's not too bad. You can just experiment. Oh, screen's a bit too bright. Overlay. Oh, I don't mind overlay. Is it a bit too strong? Maybe we could bring that back a bit. All right, I think that is looking okay. It's looking very nostalgic. We don't want it to be overdone. Now, what we can also do is once we find that that's good, we can go down to here where it says merge down. Now, this first one here will only merge down the one you're on and the one below. So we do that, and now it is just one image. Now I'm trying to put a vignette here, and you can see that it's only doing one corner. I like vignette. It highlights my face. And part of the reason is we've still got this huge image here. So how do we fix that? So now make sure that no other pictures or anything you've got is just the one, the picture that you need. And we go to layer, we go to merge visible, and now, and it first of all it locks it, so we'll unlock it, and then we will go to vignette, and we try it again, and now it's all corners. How cool is that? We are on background. Go filter, Gaussian Blur. Now I love Gaussian Blur. It just puts a soft out of focus out of it. Don't go overboard, but just take it to a point where you feel that it's enough but not too much, and that'll do. So then if we put all this other stuff in, see how even that just jumps out so much. And now, now it pops. All we can see is the elements that we want to see, but we can still do better. We don't really want the TV to stand out too much. Now it's almost black and white, so we don't really need to do too much. Now another tool we can use is adjustment, highlight and shadows. I do love that. Now if I just move that out the way and we just drop the shadow, and we can just go a little bit highlights. We kind of just want it so it's not really, like you can see what it is, but we don't want it to stand out too much. And then we've got the ant. Let's go to, they've got television and we've got ant. Okay, so let's lock all the others. Now, this ant is right in the background, so we need to lock everything else. So if we go to the front ones, we go right click and we hit lock. Go to the boy, right click, lock. Television, right click, locked. So now when we click on the ant, we can just move it around and nothing else moves. Now we've got a bit over the edge. We've all been cut and paste at school, especially back in the 70s. So if we cut and paste a little bit, and it doesn't have to be perfect because we've got the television to fix that. So remove from mask. Now this size, I might make it a bit bigger, make the softness down a bit so it's a bit sharper on the edges because we're not going to see it. And then we just see how it's going red there, and it's gone. So in the 70s, mostly everything was black and white. So let's kind of do that a little bit. I want to just, again, we just turn it up from great and we make it even better. And this is why Pixlr E is so great, because we can just go up here to filter. We can go glitches, scan lines, and we can change the size here a bit. Let's make it a bit bigger. Amount, is that too much? Oh, here we go, here we go. I'm loving it. Let's make it pop even more. Now, to give a little bit of depth, I mean, the color of this boy is great, but to give him a little bit of depth, we need to have maybe a little bit of shadow. Shadow always just pulls people forward. So we've got the PNG of the boy. We go drop shadow in filter, drop shadow. If you can see the shadows there, it's a bit heavy. Let's drop the opacity, make it a bit blurry, and you can't necessarily see the shadow, and it's not really trying to be a shadow. It's just trying to separate, and it just makes things pop so much more. And for you, sir, we put, okay, Mike, we're going to put shadow. Now, obviously, we want to put the shadow the same way. Could we do it the other way? Because I want it to, yeah, we could do that. Again, we're not trying to make a shadow. We're just trying to get him to stand out from the background. Look at that. How cool is that? So the boy needs a bit of contrast. So we'll go adjustment. Make sure you've got the boy selected. Adjustment, contrast. And we just enough for him to stand out. There we go. I kind of think the background is still, if we go adjustment and temperature, I think I just want to add a nicer blue. There we go. Now, if we, up the top here, we go format, we go left align. Now it is purple, so we will fix that and make it white. Let's make it bigger. Actually, one thing I want to do is up the top here on the format, we can go line space and I can pull that together. If we go to styles here, we can add some shadow and that. And if we go color and make that black down the bottom there, maybe instead of it, we could go everything and just drag that out a bit. I don't know. I feel like the words themselves are getting in the way. Oh, okay. Let's try something different here. If we click on fill, and we can see right here is a, what they call a dropper. Now, if I got that, I can go over all of this image and I can pick a color. So now if I go to his, if we go that color, it's just going to show a story that people are so intrigued that they just want to click, and they have to click. And if they don't click, they're just, you know, the ones. And so, Mike, I hope you really like it. Oh, he's answering. Oh, love it. It makes me laugh. It gets me in. It wants me to click it on to find out how that explains everything. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now, if you're still not sure if Pixlr E is the program for you, well, look at this video, because I go through another reason why Pixlr is just so much better than all those other programs. Go do something awesome for God, and I'll catch you in the next one.